It's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park.
Já
But
už
we're
začínám
across the
zápas.
river, and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel.
No tady to hrozí, protože jsem mladší a v případě, kdybych prohrával, tak mi to bude štvát, protože vím, že mám vyhrát. Ale minul jsem ho porazil přehledem, tak bych měl jít teďka.
First and 10 from, and he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good safe pass right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
On second down, here's From, rolling to his right. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Matthew Judon in there to take him down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's From. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And the return will stop right around the 25. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, Brissett. He completes it right side to White. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. But he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12.
The tackle made.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the Jets' 8-yard line.
Here's Brissett. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. T.Y. Hilton with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Greg Zerline.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back? That exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield, getting ready to blot out the sun.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but on both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Now Fromm to pass on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. It's Bell. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. This is Bell. And they'll get this down to the 10. That gain of 15 gets them on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Looking to throw from. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Out of the shotgun, here's Fromm. That's complete, right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is.
Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Lining up for the point after.
And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
It shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
To kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Here's Fromm to throw. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
The sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Jets, nothing.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Bell. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle, and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass. But that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Brissett. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Jabari Zuniga able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. It's 3rd and long for Brissett. Oh, look Pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jabari Zuniga picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Got a punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this has not been their best half so far. They're down double digits already and now forced to operate from inside their own 5.
What they have to do now is not curse their fate as much as focus on the task at hand. Inside their own 5-yard line, they've got to be careful of taking care of the football and not turning it over for the defense to score additional points.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Coleman has it here right side. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Jets on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. Throwing is from. He'll buy some time right. He can run for it, and he will. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Running left, Coleman on the toss. And he rolls across the 20 to the 24-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Well, the 2nd down throw on target. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. They're going to try and throw. Jordan Reed has it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13 and the decision to go for it. Looks like a smart one. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Sliding out of the pocket. And that's going to be incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing the second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head, walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
Taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now they'll toss it to Bell running left. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
Ještě nakonec malinko skočíme vlastně zpátky na graf, protože tady plan B, už je to trošku starší, už to je z nějakého 18. oktobra, ale srovnává ty jednotlivé cykly, samozřejmě na logaritmický grafu, protože jinak to smysl nedává.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd.
A ten červený je ten aktuální vývoj, takže když si ty jednotlivé bull markety srovnáte, tak aktuálně jsme někde, co se týče toho průběhu mezi.
So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, all right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. This is White on the screen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. Past the 20, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown.
I think this is where you have to have the term situational football in your head, because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand, and the one thing you can't afford to do, turn the ball over. Now you've given the patient a little bit of help, haven't you? And now they're feeling it, and they're back in this game.
Yeah, still a little bit of a lead, but that makes things more interesting. We're still just in the third quarter here. And his kick is good.
Makes the score Patriots 41, Jets 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last line didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Brissett off the play fake to White. Looking deep downfield. And that is intercepted. Or was it? What they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently.
Něco care. I care. Je to teď trending top 1 na Netflix. Tak počkej, já se podívám.
So that's just going to be an incompletion. The Patriots send out their punter, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Crowder now to return.
Yeah.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 41-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Bell. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident. Guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play and making a bad throw turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now. now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out this far.
They're going option play on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Returning, it's Benjamin. A good return there, 17 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
That's a nice job. What all offense is trying to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 3rd down, Brissett finds a seam inside the 40. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They keep it on the ground, right again. And he's going to get this down close to a 1st at about the Jets' 26.
And that's the type of run that you'll live with. In this game, he's had a good number of carries. He's just been unable to really break off anything substantial.
First down, here's White. And they'll work it inside the 15 before it's all said and done. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
They'll run on first down. It's White, and he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Michael Gallup, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Made at the 25-yard line. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll go again with Bell. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. On 3rd down, here's Bell. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the 1st down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to kick it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. That one a 55-yard punt, 13 on the return. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away.
No, takže jsou taky zkazky. Ono to nejdřív se hodně vyrostlo během toho včerejška, ale potom asi jakmile ty výrazy začaly růst, tak to šlo všechno.
Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10.
Dobré ráno, co takový Walmart? Netřeba představovat, za poslední dobu vyklesal celkem není dobrá doba ke koupi.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
ale to je se, když Česku půjete do Vodafone, to je možná horší. Takže to jsem si řekl, že ten management, nevím, no, že si nás úplně nesoustředil, já jsem si vlastně business, takže to je taková poznámka moje.
Third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the...
pomohl taky v tom roce 2021, když to možná se v tom obrovském objemu, kteří tak udělají, se dělal na ty marži, tak se ale podařilo zvyšovat, když to nebylo jenom zase tím covidem. Follow-up to 373 miliard. Děleno, kolika třeba 15, rok 4, preferný a děleno, vyškou, no, to bude taky problém. Není to hodné, no. Jsme tady jako rok 2021 kvalitní, velká společnost, která není nejlevnější a trošičku jako překvapují. Jo, já na tohle strašně záleží, já dělím nějakou věc, která mu tam managementu nelíbí, tak pro mě to je prostě red flag a já to přestávám tady. Takže taky ho bude dál dělat, to je úplně jasně, ale to prostě ani ta scéna mi nepřijde nějak čas opravdu. Takže myslím, že se pokud nezbavujeme té covid prémie, jak to sleduje také Giwood a její strategii v Arfans, měla sledovat, že se podpolí, tak že bych ji vyloženě sledoval prostě teda, ale samozřejmě ví, co to je. A myslím, že měla velkou pravdu v tom, když si dá to, začala celá tahle manie a si na to říká, že jsou díky tomu pasivnímu zdražování, takže asi na to zdražování, což musí se jako velká pravda. A dělá dost do toho. Každopádně už moc nechápu to, že to tak moc platí teď. Podle mě by to určitě dělat. Ale to dá to testované, tady máte své příklady, kde máte záč a přidáte cestu a to spadíte. Takhle se půjde dolů, a pozicí a bude jenom další plán. Takže takové spíš jenom jako pozitivní, jinak jako určitě záženská, nějaký rozhovor, jenom prostě poslednou mám pocit, že se jako se za každou cenu na tom výkonu. A no, už mi to ty argumenty, které dřív mi přišly jako velmi dobré, tak už teď přijde evaluace určitě dobré. Takže, co jistě má foty, které jsou navaleny lidi, no, že jsme se vám dělali větší, takže já sám si to udělávám krásně, protože to bude zabírat. Ale bohužel už říkal, že na té nehodí nějakého srdca a ten říkal, že bude říkat, na té vlně. No, tam těch posledních dech dělám foc, tam měla bude obrovské a že bude potom tam dobré ráno, jak dal nebývá, proč kurz, tak to došlo, pokud nebylo korekty, takže jsem snad pokud to nešel. Já taky ne, jsem člověk díval, to tam nebylo prostě tak je moc. A je to tam nahoru. Dobrý, já jsem se zeptat na váš názor na vodík a konkrétně na společnost Plug Power. Přijdu vám zase Plug Power. Jak jsem to včera říkal. Že to firma, která je si žádné to ono, to není. Takže a nějaké trhy tam možná budou. No, 15 miliard valuace. Počítám si to všechno. Tak, jak je možné, že dělí bez... Jak je možné, že dělí bez to ten kvartál za podnet? To jsem se ještě neviděl. Oni mají ve čtvrtém kvartále měli minus 316 milionů na tržbách. Můžete si někdo toto sledujete, kdo byste co tam stalo? Mě fakt zajímalo. Protože měli ztrátu 400 milionů, to bych ještě pochopil. Ale to chce to lépe, tak to ale jako lépe. Sales and services revenue měli minus 323 milionů. OK. Jak říkám, to je možná negativní tržby a žádné možná, že do budoucna to bude skvělá firma, jenom prostě já tady od stolu, který v životě se do psychologii nezabýval a asi pro mě ani zabývat nebude, protože prostě mě můj mozek vybírá v situaci, kdy mám nějakou akci, tak tady na lidi jako celý trh prostě, která je strašně, když je nějaká akce je strašně populární a hodně se o ní mluví výše, a tak prostě mě to nezajímá, protože samozřejmě to rizikové prémium je tam obrovské. No, riziková prémie pro mě jako pro investora. A bez ohledu na to, jestli tak třeba do budoucna třeba to je situace má je to víc naši společnost, které nezajímají, že bohužel já tohle prostě a možná někdy, jak to úplně spadne, bude to úplně nezajímavé, ale tak to
can I get the dash? Can I catch me? Whoa, your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself. It's a solo mission.
Tak, dobrý den, já to bylo chváli, ale vždycky jej profilní ostrování, které tam zájemně vám a váš názor tam podívejte a další národ. Tak vám seta, kde je mému typu na Eurofreight, kde je takový poznámek, jo, včera, ale právě, že je to tam tady nachál. A tady je občas to poslední, mimochodem vede CEO, který je krátce CEO vyslně, ale zároveň pracuje vytrženější od 2014 a ve pozitivní většina managementu ve Skandinávii, okolí Itálii je transparentní, protože je to společensky vyžadováno a morální selhání se neodpouští východních zemí. Musím říct, tento pán seriózně. Je to lepší popsání a detailnější a popsání ke mně je nejlepší tento komentář je alfa a je dlouho poslední malá hudba obyvatel další země dát podám to na závěr předěle zásadu a a také asi tak zajímavé z pohledu navíc držet národní situaci. Já ale mám pocit, že s Landovsko bude to samé lidé grocery, obchody, přednostní domácí firmy. Takže tohle trochu nahrává roli, že firma má nízkou konkurenci. Stejně jako v té holandské firmě a momentu, to vlastně mluvil za minulý rok, mě vstup do ní odrazoval, ale pak jsem si řekl, že chci klíče studovat firmu a právě nadcházející dividenda mě přesvědčila ke strategii vstoupit s 1/3 podílem na částce, kterou jsem chtěl vložit, ať mám motivaci ji sledovat a při nějaké korekci. Toto není investiční doporučení, spíše zjištění o tom, že za někdy tak uvažujete na vstupy do firem.